How to cut a short pant. So first thing what I did was to go ahead and cut two pieces that measure 1/4 of the hip plus 5 extra inch. Then I fold them up. I place them up together. I'm going to go ahead and draw a start point, but I'll leave at least 2 inch downward. That we're going to be using it to lift up the back piece. After drawing that line, the next thing I want to do is to go ahead and measure now from the waist to the hip depth, from the waist to the crotch depth. How to get the crotch depth line is by dividing round hip by 4. Whatever you have, you're going to go ahead and add 1 inch or even 1.5 inch to it. After marking that point, I'm going to move now to the line of the short which I'm working with. I will go ahead and connect it up with straight lines. After connecting it up, I'm going to take round hip divided by 4. Whatever round hip you have, you're going to divide it by 4. You mark it up here and you're going to mark it on the hip depth line and also mark it on the crotch depth line. After doing so, I'll go ahead and connect it up with a straight line. After connecting it up with a straight line, the next thing I'm going to do now is to go ahead and mark the crotch extension. How to get this is by dividing 1/4 of the hip. For example, if your round hip is 28 divided by 4, whatever you have, you take it. For example, 28 divided by 4 is going to give me 7. That's 7 inch. You divide it again by 4 to get the crotch extension. All right. After that, go ahead and connect that up. I'm going to slant it down by 1 inch. Go in by 1 inch, but I'm using 1/2 inch for this tutorial. Then I'll just go ahead and connect it all the way to this point, and I'm going to connect it all the way to the side like you can see me doing here. After doing so, the next thing I'm going to do now is to go ahead. I will now put 1/4 of the waist measurement. I'll take round waist divided by 4. Whatever I have, I'm just going to go ahead and mark, and I'll connect it all the way to the hip depth. Okay. Take note that if you're going to be using your dart allowance, you're supposed to add it up. So I'll be using to mark up the dart exactly where the dart is going to go. You go ahead and mark nipples to nipple divided by 2. Mine is 7 divided by 2. It's going to give me 3.5. I'll mark that up. I'm going to go out by 0.25025, but for a normal tutorial, you're supposed to do 1/2 inch both sides. Then go down by 4 or 5 inch, or you can measure 2 inch from your hip depth, go up, then you're going to connect your dart all the way to those points. After doing so, if you want it to be a fitting pan, you come here and go in by 1 inch. Like I said, if you want it to be a fitting pan, come here and go in by 1 inch, then you connect it up. But if you don't want it to be a fitting pan, you're just going to go ahead and leave it up like this. So I'll just measure up whatever I have on the crotch depth, and I'm going to transfer it up here. After doing so, the next thing I want to do is to go ahead now. I will move now to the back. I'll be using the white chalk for the back, so you should not get confused. First thing I'm going to do is to add. Normally, you're supposed to go ahead and add 1 inch. Now, the crotch extension of the back is always longer than the one of the front. Normally, if you use maybe 2 inch for the front, the one of the back is supposed to be 3.5 inch, or you can even go ahead and use 4 inch. I'll just mark that point and I'll connect it all the way to that 1 inch at the hem. Then I'll come here. I'm going to go out I always go out on a normal piece by 1 inch. Then I'm going to just mark that 1 inch all the way straight downward, and take note that I'm measuring it from that 1/2 inch we went in. Okay, 1/2 inch. Remember I said you could go in 1/2 inch, you can go in by 1 inch. It's up to you. I will mark. Then I'm going to lift it up by 2 inch. Depending on how fuller you are behind, you can go up by 2 inch. You can go up to 2.5 inch. Like I said, so once I'm done going up, I'm just going to go ahead and connect that point up like this. Like you can see here. The back, I'll be cutting the back first with the white chalk. When I'm done, I will now remove the front from it. Then I will cut the front piece. So you're going to follow all these steps to cut your normal, if you're cutting it for yourself, you follow all the steps and cut it for yourself. So after cutting up the back, I'll go ahead and remove it up, and I'm going to cut the front. When I'm done cutting it up, you want to decide if you want a pocket or if you don't want a pocket on your pant or not. So first of all, I'm going to go ahead and mark the dart allowance at the back by taking nipple to nipple divided by 2. Then I'll go out by 0.25 both sides. Okay, and I'll mark that up. Then I'm going to be going down by 6 inches. If the front you went down by 5 inches, the back you should go down by 6 inches. Then I'll connect it all the way to that 0.25 that I mark. You see, this is the front and here is the back. You can see the inches of different. I'll go ahead now to cut up the waistband. Then now I'm going to go ahead now and cut where the pocket is going to go. If you want to cut a pocket for your shorts, you simply go ahead and place them up like this. You're going to measure 7 inches on your normal piece, 7 inches that your hand will be able to pass through. Go in by 1/2 inch, then come here, go in by 1.5 inch or even up to 2 inch. Connect that 1/2 inch all the way to that 1.5 inch. Then you're going to cut it up. After cutting it up, remember this piece that you're cutting it up, you're supposed to replace it back when you're stitching the pocket, because if not, it's going to be small. All right, so I'm done cutting this up. I hope you find this tutorial helpful. If you do, don't forget to follow me up. Thank you so much. Hope to see you very soon. Bye.